Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lamata announces plans for additional trains set to strengthen capacity of red, blue line rails. Nigeria Governors Forum backs tax reform bills, rejects increment of value-added tax. On the foreign scene, Sudanese army orders probe into alleged killings. And in sport, Super Eagles defender Tirode Ebuehi resumes training with Syria A club Empoli after injury spell. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. The Lagos State Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata, says 6 additional trains set to arrive in the state soon to strengthen the capacity of the Lagos Rail Mass Transit, LRMT, blue and red lines to deliver value to commuters and increase the economic viability of the state. Its head of corporate communication, Kolawole Ojelabi, in a statement says the 6 train sets, which have scaled the factory acceptance test hurdle, are scheduled for shipments to Lagos from China. Ojelabi notes that the addition of the train sets to the Blue Line rolling stock will increase the number of train trips along the corridor and will be deployed for passenger operation to Okokomaiko when phase 2 of the Blue Line is completed. According to him, it is projected that the construction of phase 2 from Mile 2 to Okokomaiko, about 14 kilometers in length, will be completed within the first quarter of 2027 and passenger operations extended to Okokomaiko shortly after. It will be recalled that the completion of infrastructure for the first phase of the Blue Line, a 13-kilometer rail route from Marina to Mile 2, was launched by former President Muhammadu Buhari on 23rd of January 2023 and passenger operation opened on 4th of September 2023 by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Lagos State government has warned residents of government-owned estates against unwholesome practice in disregard of the rules and regulations as contained in their allocation letters. Commissioner for Housing, Maruf Akinderu Fatai, issued a warning in the wake of an enforcement carried out at Latif Kayode Jakonde Estate at Igondo, where some residents were reported for perpetrating energy theft through pass-buying of the installed electrical connections of the apartment. Akinderu Fatai stated that the Ministry of Housing will not accept situations where residents would choose to bypass and abandon existing infrastructure like water system, electricity, and other shared services and choose to litter the estate with individual solutions which distorts the estate landscape. The commissioner also frowned at residents who broke seals of apartments earlier sealed for various contraventions and further warned of their consequences for such acts. It said the Lagos State government has provided all facilities needed in government-owned estates, adding that the maintenance of such facilities are responsibilities of residents through the state government-appointed facilities managers. The Lagos State government has given all traders operating illegal markets and shanties on System 6C drainage channel setback and alignment at Odo Ashimawu at Sele bus stop on Apapa Oshodi Expressway the marching order to immediately vacate the area following the expiration of the abatement notices earlier served. Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources Tokunbo Wahab will let us the state officials gave this order after an inspection tour to the System 6C Sele Ilasa drainage channel, saying that government must take action to redress the various human activities that have totally blocked the canal. Wahab said ensuring a clean and flood-free environment is a major task which the administration is committed to and will not relent in efforts to achieve it. The commissioner reiterated that local government is saddled with the responsibility of building a proper market for traders, noting that this is being carried out appropriately, advising traders to put these designated markets to proper use. Wahab advised residents to avoid indiscriminate waste disposal and always bear in mind that climate change and global warming is real, rejoining residents to always take ownership of infrastructure built for their benefits. A real estate investment limited has extended a generous scholarship offer to 3-year-old Abayomi Michael, a pupil at Christ Methodist School in the Ishawu area of Ikorodu, following an incident of physical abuse by his teacher, Stella Nwadigo. The abuse occurred after Abayomi was unable to learn certain numbers quickly. The distressing incident, which went viral on social media, garnered widespread attention and prompted a swift response from the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development. The ministry issued a press release condemning the abuse in the strongest terms, while with the commissioner, Mobolaji Ogulende, reaffirming that the state government's commitment to the safety and well-being of children in educational institutions across the state. At a ceremony organized by the ministry to formalize the scholarship agreement between Abayomi's family and the real estate company in Alausa, Ogulede emphasized the ministry's openness to collaborating with public-spirited individuals and organizations that support vulnerable citizens. The federal government has debunked reports that its third mainland bridge is shaking, describing it as baseless and driven by ulterior motives. This is after reports on social media platforms such as WhatsApp and Facebook claim that a part of the third mainland bridge has opened up and the bridge is shaking. The federal controller of works in Lagos State, Olukorede Kesha, while touring the bridge with journalists, said the messages were false and should be disregarded. Kesha emphasized that the bridge's integrity is intact, assuring the motoring public, Lagosians and all Nigerians that the bridge is safe. Now to the rest of the stories. The Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, has finally thrown its weight behind the tax reform bills submitted by President Bola Tinubu to the National Assembly. The state governors made this known in a communique issued at the end of the meeting with the chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, in Abuja. In a communique signed by the NGF chairman and governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, the forum proposed an equitable sharing formula for value-added tax. The governor said the revised value-added tax, VAT, sharing formula must ensure equitable distribution of resources of 50% based on equality, 30% based on derivation, and 20% based on population. The forum stated that there should be no terminal clause for the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, and National Information Technology Development Agency in the sharing of development levies in the bills. The governors also supported the continuation of the legislative process at the National Assembly that will culminate in the eventual passage of the tax reform bills. Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, has set up a 7-man special committee to review the operations of commercial boat operators in coastal and inland waterways to curb incessant boat mishaps across the country. Oyetola, in a meeting in Abuja with heads of agencies overseen by the ministry, noted that this has become a matter of urgent concern, hence the need to proffer solutions to reduce it to the barest minimum. He said the committee is expected to review and provide recommendations and actionable plans to combat this menace, noting that the managing director of National Inland Waterways, NIWA, Bola Oyebamiji, is chairman of the committee. According to the minister, the committee has 21 days to complete the assignment and submit a comprehensive report to the ministry. And now to foreign news. Sudan's army has ordered an investigation into allegations that its troops carried out widespread atrocities after recapturing the capital of Gezira state from their paramilitary rivals. Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan said this move comes after widespread concern that civilians, including foreign nationals, were killed after the seizure of Wad Madani. Neighboring South Sudan said on Wednesday that it had summoned Sudan's ambassador to protest against the loss of lives amongst innocent citizens. Sudan has been ravished by war since April 2023, when fighting broke out between the army and the Rapid Support Forces (RSF). Wad Madani, which is 87 miles south of the capital, Khartoum, fell to the RSF about a year ago, but the military regained control of it on Saturday. The city serves as a strategic crossroads connecting several states through key supply highways. Now sports. Super Eagles defender Tironi Ebwehi has finally returned to training at Serie A club Empoli after his lengthy injury layoff. Ebwehi copped a cruciate ligament injury in a Polish league clash with Bologna in March 2024. The right back missed the remainder of the 2023-2024 season as a result of the setback. The 29-year-old is now in line to make his maiden appearance this season after he returned to full training. Empoli will be up against holders Inter Milan in the next league clash on Sunday. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, remember to always wear your seatbelt when driving. You can follow us on like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration successfully moved 41,000 trucks from Mile 2 terminal between January and December 2020? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, LAMATA, says 6 additional train sets arrive in the state soon to strengthen the capacity of the Lagos Rail Mass Transit, LRMT, Blue and Red lines to deliver value to commuters and increase the economic viability of the state. The Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, has finally thrown its weight behind the tax reform bills submitted by President Bola Tinubu to the National Assembly. We also told you that Sudan's army has ordered an investigation into allegations that its troops carried out widespread atrocities after recapturing the capital of Gezira state from their paramilitary rivals. And in sports, Super Eagles defender Tironi Ebwehi has finally returned to training at Serie A club Empoli after his lengthy injury layoff. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluwoporoku. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.